What's up, everyone? What's up? God pulled me out of bed. It's not very far. I'm still in bed, but I'm here with you. I'm keeping myself in bed, but you need a freaking visual seat, I suppose. Something better to look at than darkness. I was laying here. I posted in my community page. Oh, anybody new? What's up? I'm the High Priestess Phoenix. I'm a spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, witch, and messenger of God. What does that mean? I talk to God and all of the divine all day long, and they give me messages for me that I share with you. Pretty much. Sometimes they'll be like, go tell somebody this. But pretty much it's all about, it goes through me. So most of it's for me and for you and for everybody. So, to keep up with me, you're going to have to catch the video that I posted earlier. It was what did we post? A shadow spread. I'm sitting here, it's like fucking 1 o'clock, and I cannot pull it together. All I want to do is go right back to bed. Like, what is wrong with me? And then I relive, I was like, oh, I had shadow work that happened during that video. Well, damn, that fucked up my whole day. You watch the video, you're like, damn, that was terribly tragic, but you watch the rest of it, and you're like, it was just a thing that happened in the video. Yeah, you go through the waves, bro. A vision comes into your head, and you gotta feel the intensity of it real fast and push it out. But taking it in and pushing it out doesn't mean that you didn't get wet. If you imagine the water, you know, you're still all squishy and all fucking prune-like after you come out of your wetsuit. You took a beating, you know what I mean? You go to the gym, yeah, you're gonna feel better, but you're gonna not feel so good at first. Like, oh, do you feel the burn? Yeah, it really burns. It's not so sexy right now. Let me wipe the sweat off my lip. Anyway, something like that. Let me just give you a real graphic expression of what healing looks like. Because there's a lot of fake spiritualists that are like, oh, it's great. Love and light. Grand rising. Bro, if somebody could grand rise my ass out of the bed right now, that'd be grand. But I am not rising out of the bed. I am literally dead. Like, I'm so hungry. I can't make it to the kitchen to put a meal in my belly. All I want is an Oreo. And I don't have one. He asked me to. Do you want me to get some Oreos? No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. No, can you give me those Oreos, please? I'm serious. I'm curled up in bed. You're like, what? You were just talking about moving magic. Yeah, outside of me. You can't do shit outside of you, and the inside feels like shit. So I'm sitting here like, fine, I'll lay down. I'm tired. Let's lay here and think harder about how bad that was. That was pretty bad. And that's when I'm like, oh man, that was me. I was a little person, and the people were just being mean to me. And that's what happens when you have to put your skin on. Disassociation is the least of what I could describe that I had. I had a whole personality disorder. So complete disassociation is the beginning of it. Unfeeling. I couldn't witness it or feel it as it was happening because it was so fucking tragic, obviously. So now I'm all in my 40s and they're like, hey, let's have a look at your life. Oh my god, it was so horrible. So then, you know, like earlier, I'm trying to figure out what was my mom like. Like, uh-oh, we're asking for trouble here. And all I could see was her yelling at me and how I felt, all insecure and vulnerable and shit. So then I'm sitting here and I'm like, well, you know, oh well. Sort of, and that's that disassociation. You want to pull yourself away from the attachment to the fact that that was you and you got hurt. That, you know what I mean, that there was no reason. And that's the truth, is you got to feel it. There's no reason, and that's what everyone else was saying. Why did her mom do that? And then you attach the rape stories and all the rest of it. She was dragging her to trap houses, screaming at him, beating him, doing all these things. You never would have known it on the outside. She had a great job. She went to college. We lived in a nice condo in Lakewood, Colorado. You wouldn't know. And that's what it is. You don't know. You don't know how fucked up a person is and what they're going through at home. Because you couldn't see it on my face. Because I didn't show the feelings. I didn't even feel it. I was just happy-go-lucky all the time. Always optimistic, always positive, always pushing through, always hopeful, always with a smile on my face, believing that it's going to be okay. I always was that way. So then I was sitting there, I was thinking about that, and then the next fucked up thought was baby daddy number one. He saw it at 15. And, in essence, his idea, and it was a savior, he's getting me out of that, he's getting me out of my home. Why do we leave the home? Because we're unhappy at home. So he got me out of my home and gave me a new home and a new way of life. But ultimately, it was the magnetism. He was just as fucked up in his home, but thought that his home could provide more than my home, which it did. But he had the same problems with his mother as I did with mine. Not the beatings, but the, problems. So we played home, but every time you try to build a home, it brings you back to your actual home and it fucks shit up. Didn't happen to me. I didn't have the memories. But now looking back, it makes sense. Every time we played house, the house of fucking horror and pain would open up, because that's what happened with baby daddy number 2. So in essence, these guys, you think about it, you go all the way back. I'm 15, and I said that. He saved me from my mom, but only took me into a different part of hell. So then I leave, and I'm just floating. That's all I ever do, just float, like I always have been. And then there's some place where I come back into reality, and family and friends see me again. And they bring me in, only to use and abuse me, and then I run away again. And then you have these stories of my life is great, all by myself. Then I come back in, and it gets worse again. It's like I've always been better off by myself because of my inability to protect myself against putting people's needs above my own. So ultimately, what had happened to me my whole life? I sacrificed my own happiness and my own feelings for other people's so that I could be in the presence of other people. And that's it. If I just act right, they'll be around. Not necessarily treat me right, but if I just act right, I can have friends. I can have family. I just act how you want me to act and do what you say. So then you realize all of that was programmed since childhood. How did you end up in domestic violence? I was on that act right. I just gotta act right. So then you go to my awakening, and I have to start acting differently. I have to fight all this programming to act right. I gotta do right by you. I gotta do right by this job. I gotta do right by my church. I gotta do right by the community. I gotta do right by my kids. I gotta just be right. Just gotta do everything right so that I can be, that, people won't be mean to me. This is where I lay here, and I'm like, that's what I was always doing. Just trying to be right so that they wouldn't be mean. But if you notice, no matter what I do, everyone's just mean to me. And that's why God says I shouldn't be around people, because it's nothing wrong with them. It's just they don't know how to not take advantage of a good thing. When you have a good thing, you just want more and more and more and more and more until there's nothing left. And then you want more and more from someone else. It's just in your actual genetic makeup to want more that makes you happy. So you want me, you want to hang out with me, you want to go places, you want to do with me, until there's no more of me to make you happy. And then you abandon me to go find someone else to make you happy. And it's just a nice karmic cycle of hell played out through my whole life. So although I just was bringing up one memory, that's where it is. If we can go back to that one memory, you can see how this played out in your whole fucking life. But you're going to feel all the pain. I'm not feeling the pain of my mom yelling at me. I'm feeling the pain of being rejected and all of the ways that I tried to cope with it. I'm seeing Russ. That was a very impressive show. When he came out there with that girl, that was probably my most impressive show. You've had this happen. Don't act up. You can handle this. Don't let this hurt you. You can handle this. It doesn't hurt you. And that's what happened. It was so big, it did it again. I just turned back on. No, this isn't going to hurt me. I won't let this hurt me. I won't let this hurt me. And they kept bringing it back to bring up the pain. Because it wasn't about what he did, but that I needed him to remind me that this has happened. To bring up that pain that I wouldn't let myself feel. He's not the cause of my pain. He's just a reminder of it. And I couldn't. I couldn't feel myself be that girl again. I couldn't feel what had just happened. All I could feel is the eyes on me. What are you gonna do? Everyone's looking at you. I couldn't feel because I was so worried about what everybody else thought. My feelings didn't matter. I had to make this look okay, and I'll be okay. All of them. Bobby, Marshall. I was so hurt by fucking Todd, Steve, Mike, whoever your name is. I thought he was really my spiritual friend, but he was really just stealing it. I didn't know how to show I was hurt, so I showed you I was mad. But I'm not mad, just hurt. We're not really mad people. The hurt makes us go bad in one way or another. And then I look at Kanye. He's just hurting. He hurts. Like I do. Russ just hurts. Royce hurts. Logic hurts. Nate hurts. We're just trying to make it look okay outside, but we hurt. Marshall hurts. Bobby hurts. We're just trying to make it through the day and forget that it hurts. We don't want to hurt, and we don't want anybody to know that we hurt, because then we're powerless. We're not who we think we are. We're not all powerful, strong adults, all successful, all beautiful and glorious. We're victims of a cruel world. And we don't want to be victims. We want to be conquerors of this cruel world. Right, Lewis? Lewis hurts. We all hurt. I'm just the first to show it. But I'm trying to show you it's okay. Because if you don't let it be okay, you're going to be as fucked up as I was. They said I couldn't be cured. People don't come back from that. Once your brain is programmed to never feel, it's far past a chemical imbalance. It's created to go and the neurons go in a different direction. How did I stop this? The opposite of science. I put a chemical in there that you would never put inside of there. And it slowed it down so I could get a hold of it. And then what else happened? Then I started putting in. I was taking the diet pill, the amphetamine, and then the emotions became too heavy. So I was microdosing mushrooms for the emotions, so I could slow the mind, and I could slow the emotions. But you could see the videos. I was still filled with fucking crazy energy, lots of rage. It was still built up. It was so built up. So, what's the story? The story is how important it is to feel it, to let yourself be a child again, to let yourself feel it. And you don't want to, but then you're denying yourself your reality. Because it really does hurt. I really was a little girl. I really had that really was my story. And if I just it's one thing to tell it on an outside like I'm a sociopath, like I don't have any attachment to it. And that's why you need to have the feelings. Because otherwise it's just, you telling stories about yourself. You know what I mean? You making yourself, a character, but not actually being who you were. Without the feelings, I wasn't there. And that's it. I can't prove that I was there without these feelings. because the memories are gone. I only get the memories of the bad stuff and the feelings to know that it even happened. I missed all of my life trying to avoid these feelings, and now all I'm left is these. Don't get me wrong, I can see some visions of traveling and giggling and, just weird times, but it's not a lifetime. I'm dealing with a lifetime of pain. And that goes back to it as you don't like it. You just learn to deal with it. You learn to endure and to overcome it. Each one is not any easier. You can listen to that cry in that video and hear how much it hurt. I said, hold on, guys, let me try to think about this. And I had to focus my energy on me as a little person. How did I feel? And all I could see was, please stop yelling at me. I could feel what it was to be me. I couldn't see it, I could feel it. Who wants to see what's making you feel that way, you know what I mean? And that's the grace and the mercy. I don't see the sexual abuse. I don't see any sex, anything like that. I just feel what I felt like before or after. And that's it. And that's why feelings are so important to me. Because the mind is full of shit. Tell me how you feel. That's all I care about. And that's all I work with. No, it doesn't matter what pops in my head. Most of the time I'll be like, what the fuck did that come from? My feelings are the most important thing. Because that's what I'm made up of. And I just wanted to share that with you. Is, one memory can take you down. I'm literally curled up right here in my pillow with my blanket and my dog. I can't. I'm really, really hungry. But I can't lift my body up to go in there and put food in it. It's only going to make me more tired. But it's just part of it, depression. They tell you what the physical description of depression and anxiety, chaos, all of that. It's a physicality. It affects your physicality. It comes from a thought. But what we can't control is not the thoughts, but the feelings. Sometimes the thoughts. I'm trying to help you with that. And it's not controlling them, it's just letting them come in and, processing them. See them instead of trying to, where are you supposed to push them? There's nowhere for them to go. How do you get them out? You speak them out. Like I'm doing right now. I was sitting here seeing myself and having a bunch of thoughts and feelings. But I gotta tell somebody this. I gotta tell somebody what I think, what I'm seeing, and what I'm feeling. You don't have to do it like me and do it publicly for everybody to judge. That's okay. I'm supposed to be. This is my calling. But it's very important for you to do it for you. The only videos I really watch anymore are my own videos. I learned so much about myself. Not like I shouldn't have said that, or maybe most of the time it's like, dang, you should have added, you could have put that card with it. Like I told you I saw the Dakini card, and I was like, I should have added that. That would have made so much more to this. You can look back at yourself and like, what could I have done to be better? Not like kick your ass like, damn, why'd I say that? It's like, what could I have done to be better? So I watch a lot of my videos. I listen to myself. I learn myself. I learn how the divine is working. I can see, it's one thing to be you. It's another thing to love you and learn from you. You're your best teacher, truthfully. But you have to learn from yourself. You have to see yourself. You have to work with yourself. There's a whole universe inside of you. If you don't know, then why won't your brain calm down? Where's all the songs come from? Where's all the weird memories? The game show hosts, the Christmas stuff. Where does all this come from? Where's all the creativity, the goodness, the love for animals? Where does all this come from? All you're doing is sitting at your desk, staring at a screen, or staring at your phone. Where is all this coming from? There's a whole universe inside of you, connecting with the universe outside of you, but you're very disconnected. All you're feeling is the negatives. Because like me, that's what you're left with. You have so many positives, all you got left to deal with is the negatives. That's really it. You can't make it go away. Otherwise, that's all you're going to be left with. Like me. I enjoyed all the good feelings and put all the other stuff away, so now all I'm left is that. You know? Really? What do I long for? Love. What's in my way? All these bad things that make me unable to give or receive? I don't want money. I mean, I want to see stuff and stuff and stuff, but not like that. Not like you guys like, I've got to go to Europe before I die. Bro, if I didn't go in this life, then it's okay. I lived many lives in Europe. It's not as pretty as the last lives. I'm just going there to reawaken this joy inside of me for the land. I don't know a European person. I mean, I guess I do, but only because they're Americanized. So where's the real authenticity in this bullshit? Seriously. I just want to tell you that. Yeah, my day's fucked. How's your day? Fuck it. And that's it. I had hoped for something better today. What'd you have planned? Nothing. That's why you came to me. And that's what I did, started my whole video. I'm filled with so much energy. What is this? And then I'm like, ugh, it's dark energy. Well, let's figure this out. That's it. I didn't, like, not look. I'm like, alright, let's find out. Let's start ripping off scabs. Let's find out what's in our shadow bucket. I didn't want to. I didn't plan to. But you just do it. And then it's like, well, what am I going to do with the rest of my day? I have no fucking energy. Did you have any plans? No, I didn't. You said you didn't have any weed either. Nope. So then just stay in bed with your feelings. I guess. It's like you thought you had something better to do with your life, but you really didn't. I really didn't. I mean, what was I going to do? Something productive? This is pretty productive. This is going to change my outlook tomorrow. It's going to fuck up my day today. But, tomorrow is another day. It's the actual Mercury day. So, in essence, am I living in the future? Is this my payback for taking Sunday off? Why is this happening, God? He did. He woke me up for this. I woke you up to fill you up with energy just to fuck you up with it. I appreciate you so much. I love how much you love me. Don't love me so much. Then you're like, love yourself. Oh, it sucks to be me. There I am, back to square one. I just need a chest to lay on and cry. Don't say anything. God's fucking with me again. It goes back to it. What's wrong with her? Oh, I had a memory. Oh, God. I don't ever want to remember you. Oh, God. Kobe's going to make fun of me in no time. They're going to be making fun of me in no time. Actually, it takes some time. They can't come back till I feel better. Until I'm in a better state of mind. That's it. It's a fucking vibration. You can't just be hanging out with, you're in that devil energy. I gotta get my devilishness back. I'm in the flesh right now, feeling sorry for myself, hating God and other people. I don't hate anyone. You get past that. That's where you need to zoom past that hate and just feel sorry. I'm sorry. What was I supposed to do? I was a kid. I did my best. What was I supposed to do as an adult? I don't know. I was acting like a kid. Did my best. And that's it. How did this happen? Well, what had happened was, let me tell you about my childhood. Want to talk about yours? Fuck. I'll cry with you. Let's do it. Pretty much. That's what I was like, come on, Russ. Let's go cry. Let's go cry about our childhood. This shit sucks. Hey, you ready, Marshall? Let's go cry about this shit. I can make it better. That's the difference. You cry on your own, you don't feel any better. You don't feel any better about any of this. I can make it better. I can show you the way. I'll give you a cookie. Not mine, stupid. Just kidding. I love you guys. Seriously. And that's why Jesus was took into the woods for 40 days to cry. Fucking God. Takes me out here just to make me cry. This is the same thing to everyone. That's all they do. Listen to the stories. Takes our bird, our bush, our family, everything. Curses us and makes us turn to him and cry. Ugh, cry me a river. Shut up, Justin Timberlake, before you get arrested again. Fucking, he needs to cry too. You need some healing? Stop drinking. Come heal. Just cry. Let's talk about your childhood. You know, Mr. fucking Mickey Mouse Club. Dude, just bring the whole club, dude. They fucked all of you up. Fuck. Go get Selena. Fucking all of them. Brittany? Oh, I need to deal with her on... We're not taking her to the woods. I'll deal with her before. Who wants to go with Kanye in the woods? I'm gonna... There's nothing scarier than Kanye and the woods. Oh, shit. Does he have any power? Not really. He's just gonna cry and say some stupid shit like the rest of us. Unless you get Marshall, he might... I don't think he'd scream at you. He's just gonna say some stupid shit like the rest of us. Hurt your feelings. Let's just cry about this. Let's stop hurting other people's feelings and hurt our own. Pretty much, that's just the way it is. I know, Pac. I can see Pac on the yacht. I was married. I ain't married no more. There's no love for people like us. Shut up, Pac. I love you. We all have those moments. God doesn't love me. Nobody loves me. Nobody fucking loves me. That's Tupac Shakur. Meanwhile, you got people over here swearing they're sleeping with you in their spirit. Talk about a stalker, dude. Jesus Christ. That woman. What woman? Will Smith's wife? You want to cry about it, Will? Come on, dude. That bald-headed bitch, she done fucked it up. Yeah, I'm fucked up now. I can't help her. Why it's a loyalty thing? Pac said no. I'm not helping fucking Snoop Dogg either, or Dr. Dre. I stand behind the boys in the hood. How do you think I got here? Anyways, going back to it, yeah, fuck. I didn't plan on it. Nobody plans on having a shitty life. God gave it to us. Be grateful. That's what you want. I'm not very happy with you right now, God. I thought you loved me more than this. No, but look at how much I love Jesus. Well, damn, you didn't even give him a change of clothes. He didn't even have a change of clothes. He sent him every asshole there ever was. I guess he loves me just as much as he loves Jesus. How do you like that, guys? He loves us just as much as Jesus. Isn't that beautiful? And he's calling you to the woods to cry. Yeah? Yeah. Labor Day. Retire from the labors. And let's face your pains. Today, tomorrow. I got a headache. I'm going to bed. I've had enough. I've had enough of this. It wasn't you. You have no power. It's God. He's fucking with me. How? He's reminding me how shitty my life has been. I don't want to remember. Please. Just let me have a good future. Alright, I'm gonna continue to do nothing right here. Right now, probably all day. And you know what happens when my kids come in? I knew this was coming. You know how I knew? Oh, I gotta fix that. Because I sent Mr. Plum to the store yesterday, and that's it. I had him get everything but the Oreos. Fuck me. What did he get? Oh, he got cheese Danish. That sounds great. That's pretty good. It's my second favorite thing is Danishes and shit like that. Anyways, I got the kids ready and stuff. They'll come home and they'll see me being a lop and ask me what's wrong, and I'll say it's shadow work. And then, poof, be gone. She's crying about her childhood again. It's understanding. We have to build a normalcy around healing. Understand that I'm unhealed right now. I'm in the healing chamber of crying. And I do. I walk around here a lot crying and shit. Just crying. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm healing. I'm healing. You don't look so good. Not right now, I'm not. I'm wide open. I'm cut wide open. I'm trying to put myself back together again. I'm letting it come out so I can figure out what to put back in there. Fuck it, just let it all out. If you saw I was all sprawled out on the bed with no clothes on, you'd be like, fuck it. Like, you're doing that? I can't. You think I got a bra on and I can't even put my heart on? Shut up. You're stupid. I can't even pick my head up. I'd rather have a meal. I gotta pick my body up to turn off the video. Anyways, that's about it. Yeah, the skin is fucking dense, bro. It fucking carries all these memories and feelings about what you done been through. It's so old, but it feels like it's so now. It's old bullshit. And if you don't clear it out, you're gonna be carrying that heavy-ass skin to the next fucking Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It gets tiring. Aren't you tired of carrying memories? I don't know. Do you carry them? Subconsciously, I don't even ask for this shit. I have to, like, I guess I did. Think. That's why I don't think. I tell you all the time, I don't fucking think about shit. Please don't make me. And then if I do, I gotta tell you what I was thinking about, because I don't think. Let me tell you what you think. Let me tell you what my brain came up with. I thought Ellie was gay. How'd you come up with that? Let me explain. Again, not very useful. I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. I need to go eat some cheese Danish, I guess. That'll hold me off. Cheese. That'll stuff me up for sure. Hey, I love you guys. I just want to show you that it's real. This shit is really... It really is. You'd be like, oh, she's all love and light. Nah, bro. I'm all dark in my bed. Fucking loving life. Yeah, I am. Tomorrow, not today. Or maybe later. This too shall pass. I just wanted to share that with you. You gotta feel sorry for yourself, dude. Because if you don't, nobody else does. Nobody gives a shit what happened to you. They don't give a shit. They don't even know. I didn't even know. Nobody even cares. If you don't care, then who's gonna care? Who's gonna care about you? Who's gonna tell you, that's fucked up? It's the biggest part of it. The healing is discovery. Man, that's so fucked up. That's fucked up. And then it's like, it's gonna be okay. And then it's, you're okay. But you have to accept that that's fucked up. That's fucked up. You can't act like it didn't happen. And that's where the distortion comes from. You act like you paint this fake childhood. Every one of these serial killers, they tell you they had a good childhood. They were completely disassociated from their pain of what happened to them. But then you listen to it and you're like, oh, well, yeah. Now we know what happened to the, the Mendez brothers. Yeah. Their dad was fucking raping them and their mom wasn't protecting them. And they fucking got together and decided they were going to save each other. That's what happened. That's what happened. You know what I mean? And everybody's like, oh, they killed their parents. Bro, their parents killed them. Over and over and over. And over and over and over and over and over and over and over. They were dying every day. Did the feelings go away when they killed their parents? No. They're still stuck with the feelings and the memories. But that's what it is. You want the pain to stop. If the pain can just stop, then I can deal with it. And that's when you run away. So going back to it, running away from my ex-husband, running away from my mom to my first husband, was only running in deeper. Because it was part of me. I was just attracting the same shit. Leaving him, and we've put together the stories, got me in more shit. I stayed in shit. And then I attracted another shithole. They took me in deeper shit. And then after I got out of that, I was in more shit. We can't get out of the shit until we go into the shit. Meaning, no offense, but I went from, baby daddy number 2 to Bobby. Disassociated, power control, all of that shit. And domestic violence lays there. Okay, Tree, domestic violence. Russ, right after. Allie, right after that. All of us, bro. No offense, but we're broken. You know what I mean? As I was healing a certain level of brokenness, I was only going into another level of my brokenness. Do you know what I mean? That's our vibration. When Russ came out broken, I had a safe place. I had a broken buddy. We were broken together. Do you know what I mean? And that's how it got to where I got to Marshall. We're right at the same level. We've dealt with the same level of, now we're at the same level of healing. And that's where it is. It's supposed to be levels of healing that we're supposed to be dealing with. All right, I already dealt with this type of healing in my life. Now I'm here with you and we have to heal this. Now I'm here with you and we have to heal this. Why? Because I need a friend to deal with this. I need somebody that's already been through this, that goes through this, that we can lean on each other for this. No person should have to deal with this on their own. So even though you held it, I showed you I held it too. A guy and a girl can both hold the same fucking pains and sufferings. And it can have the same effects on either one. Right? So I kept going through them, you know what I mean? All the way up till none of us were healed. And Lewis is not. That was that over masculinity in me. Over positivity. You know what I mean? All of this. These are all unhealed parts of me that are unhealed parts of them that we heal together. But that's why what gravitates it. It's like you're still on karmic lesson number 1. You have so many more. There will be another one that you'll have to do this with and heal with. That will resonate with your pain. That knows you on this level. And that's it. You know what I mean? As I raise the bar, they rose with me. And they stay there, but they come and go. And that goes back to what I shared about Royce. Royce prophesied today's teaching in yesterday's post. How could you say you did that? His intuition told him to share this picture. Share this message. We see things all day that we don't share with the world. We don't tell people about what's going on in our lives. But then the intuition comes and says, show them. Now, the rest of you are all, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. You're sharing yourself for attention. But people like us, we don't necessarily. But when it comes to it, it's like he was guided by a higher source to share this message. How many naked girls, rappers, you know what I mean, very dark humored memes had he seen before he shared that message? Is he the type to only share a positive message? No, because he came back today with a good one. Ho? When you're rooting for someone and you find out they're secretly hating on you. What you mean, ho? In the sense of, we're aligned. And I show you that with the card readers. They're getting the same messages. We're all getting it. We're getting it, but are you using it? Are you doing what they're telling you to do? They told you to share this. They told you to go here. They're intuitive nudges. They're feelings. You had a gut feeling that you needed to share this. Why didn't you share the girl that was... Michael, Suiza, Jojo, this and that. That's more me. But in the sense of, you're guided to share certain parts. Share this so that it can bring joy to someone else. Share this so it can bother somebody. Share it. You know what I mean? When you're posting stuff, you're doing it for a reaction. This action will have a reaction. What do you want people to get out of this? Right? So then you got these fake inspirationalists, you know, these fake digital creators and these bloggers that are constantly sharing positivity. If you don't get your positive shit out of my negative face... And even then, I'm a happy negative. I make happy of the negative. I don't just be happy. I mean, that's just kind of it. So, vibrations, healing, all of that, you know what I mean? It's like we're all the same. We're just on different levels of this shit. But ultimately, it's going to eventually, everyone will heal from, you know, it's collective healing. I told you my story and that broke your heart and it took you back to your childhood. Or it took you back to a memory where you saw a parent yell at a child and you felt what it felt like to be that child. I pushed you into feeling what it felt like to be a child. That's innocence. That's the core of God. I teach you to go back into your innocence all the time before you became pissed off and hurt by this. Let's talk about what we were before it happened, what we felt like when it was happening, and then let's look at what happened after it happened to us. This changed me forever. You know, and that's where it is. I can look back now and forgive myself for all of my domestic violence because of what I've seen today. I just wanted them to stop yelling at me and be nice. Does that make sense? Why I would take all that pain when I already took all that pain from my mother. They never hit me harder than my mother. They never did it. I mean, you could say the sexual stuff, but again, that's not really in my head. some of it. Some of it was, that one thing with the laptop was the most. It was the scariest memory that hid in my bank. And even then, it was so painful. I had to tell Bobby in the beginning, and I had to tell Russ. And after Russ made that video, that song, I couldn't talk about it again, but it had to come back up. It was always in there killing me, that somebody did that to me, that I let that happen. Why did you let that happen? We know now. Because I blacked out. I would black out for sex, and I would give him what he wanted so he wouldn't hurt me. It doesn't make sense until you can make it make some sense. It all stems back to our childhood. How we treat each other and how we treat others. And how we feel about ourselves. And that goes back to it. I heard it. It's like nobody gave me attention. So I just got used to being unseen. So then when somebody would see me, like a friend, that's what happened with Tree. He gave me too much attention. That's what happened. I can say that now. You made me feel seen. Nobody ever sees me. And I say that. You'll hear me say that to people. You see me. You heard me. You remembered me. I was important to you. And I'm so blown away. That guy, Lisa Ware. Oh my God, you know me? Can you tell me about me? Not the best, please. That's what happened with Bobby. Bobby knew me. Tell me, please tell me something. I don't know anything. Going back to Tree, you know what I mean? I finally felt seen and safe. I did. That's why I called him my best friend, because I could call him, I could tell him, I could show up and, you know what I mean? I didn't have to have makeup on, and I didn't have to be pretty. I could just be me and crazy and ugly, and he was cool with me. You know what he'd tell me? You just need to love yourself more. Stop talking so bad about yourself. He told me it was okay to love Bobby. He told me it was okay to have feelings. And it was the first time. So naturally I became codependent on him. I wanted more from him instead of what I already had. I didn't understand it. I was crazy. I've never had this talk with him or anybody because it didn't make sense until today. I had to go through all of this, and today's teaching for this to even come to surface. You have to go into something dark for the good stuff to come out of it. And that's what happened, Bobby saw me. Nobody else saw me. And he kept pursuing me. And it made me feel special. I felt seen. Again, I was going to control it. I was like, okay, I'm not going to end up like last time. I'm going to control this using what I know. I know that I can control you using my body, and that's all you want. And I'll do that because I like how you make me feel. Right? Right. Again, none of this makes sense until you heal. I didn't tell Bobby any of this either. None of this was here until the pain was here. None of the healing, none of the truth, none of the compassion, none of the understanding was here until I faced the pain. And what did I face? My childhood. That's all we talked about today. But understand how that little you is still here and reacting to that. And that's all I want. I want someone to see me, to hear me, to make me feel safe and heard and understood. That's why I loved Marshall. I mean, I felt so safe. I didn't have to fucking peel it back. And I could just keep going. It got worse. But I could just keep going, and it felt so good to not have to. Like, I could just be me. And it felt so good. Because I know you're listening. I know you care. I know I'm important. That means everything to me. That's all we all want. That's why you spend so much time on the internet and so much time in life. You just want to feel seen and heard and special and safe and understood. But you'll do anything to feel that way. I'll be whatever you want. Yeah. We don't have to be what they want. Be you, and the right people will see you. And that's the truth. Tree loved me the way I was, all fucked off. He knew I was fucked off. He knew more than anyone because I kept coming to him. Marshall knew I was fucked off. And he loves me. They all know I was fucked off, and they loved me. They loved me more for being fucked off. They loved me more when I was nothing than when I became spiritual, because then I was more like them. But I'm still you. I just learned how to use it. That's all. That's all. And that goes back to, Royce. He's learning how to use it. He's learning how to see it and use it and how it's speaking to him. What is he doing with it? I don't know. Hopefully not writing a song. I mean, unless it's a happy tune. Going back to you, Russ, I saw your post that you're going to drop another one. It won't work, Russ. Because it's not true. And it's a contradiction to what was. Your last song said you need a break. This song says this is for people that can't sit around moping about their problems and have to get back up. Again, that's not helpful. I'm telling you right now, I can't get up. I have to sit here and mope about my feelings if I ever want to get back up. But when I get back up, I'll be stronger than I was. And as I said that, I heard Marshall Stronger Than I Was. I heard Lewis, Together We Rise. We don't want to fucking take an L. Nobody wants to take a fucking L. But we're going to sit in it. And we're going to fucking learn from it. We're going to learn from our mistakes. We're going to figure this out. That's why Lewis spends so much fucking time staring at screens, trying to figure it out. While fucking Marshall spends so much time paying attention to other artists and their rapping and words and shit, trying to break the code. Why I spend so much time in, in spirituality. Just trying to be better, bro. Doesn't mean that we're going to always win. It just means that we're going to be better. And that's the Kobe way. The marathon continues, right, guys? You take the good, the bad, when bad meets evil, right, fellas? Put your lighters up. Hey, I love you. That made me feel a little bit better. I'm going to have a cheese Danish and a cigarette, and then I'm going to crawl back in bed. And, yeah. I don't know. Just be, guys. Be okay being. And most of all, care about your human being. And that goes back to Tree. He taught me that. He's one of the first people to ever teach me to care about me. And, as he taught me, I teach you. And I tried to return that energy. Oh, did it not work out? Maybe my delivery wasn't as good as his. I tried to turn around and teach him the same thing. I did. It's funny. Practice what you preach, fuckhead. Get out of the gym. So I always told him, let's go hiking. Fuck the gym. The gym sucks. Let's go hiking. Yeah. Anyways, I love you guys. Love yourselves. Aww. Love your childhood self. Look, I'm still a child. Where's my child? I'm still a little girl. You don't really grow up. Your skin gets old. That's it. The shit gets old. You get wiser. You don't really grow up. You just get wiser. And then you get love. Ha! Hopefully. Fucking shit. I love you guys. Laters. Bye.